Did you miss me?
Welcome to MsMojo. Can you believe we've already made it through the first month of 2024? Life moves fast, and pop culture moves even faster. No one can keep up with everything. So today we're revisiting some of the stories that may have flown under your radar this month.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
Number 10. Josh Wine.
I'm coming for you, baby! Wait, I don't have my keys.
What's in a name? We're not sure exactly, but there is something about a wine called Josh that does seem just ordinary enough to be extraordinary. Named for the father of vintner Joseph Carr, Josh Cellar's wine is a budget grocery store staple, as unpretentious as its moniker.
Dad brought the highest standards to everything he did, working painstakingly to get it just right. We aim to match that commitment to quality.
Whatever they're doing apparently worked for Rashad Eason. Eason's tweet praising Josh went unexpectedly viral, spawning memes and joking retweets. We don't know if it's the seemingly linear comparison between budget brands, or if a wine named Josh really is just too unexpectedly funny to resist, but it briefly united the corner of the internet in a round of good-natured fun. What better note to give legs to the new year? We'll raise a glass to that.
The thing is, a great bottle of wine really doesn't need to be an expensive bottle of wine. You get it?
Number 9. Hot and bothered on Singles Inferno. Singles Inferno.
아 원래 1순위 물어본 거니까 3명을 다 말해야 돼. 똑같다며.
아, 맞네.
그래.
세 명 예.
For anyone drained by the emotional messiness of Love is Blind or the superficial formula of Too Hot to Handle, Netflix's Korean alternative Singles Inferno was a breath of fresh air. Despite its steamy title, the show was always pretty wholesome. Just good-looking, fully clothed people getting acquainted in beautiful settings. Then Season 3 delivered us Lee Kwon-hee.
제 매력 포인트는 이관희 이렇게 표현할 수 있을 것 같습니다. 네.
The professional athlete went through the show like a chaotic tornado, yo-yoing among 3 women and always most invested in whoever he spoke to last. His antics caused emotional breakdowns and stern confrontations, exhausting absolutely everyone by the season's end. And we couldn't look away. Like him or not, we have to admit that Kwon-hee made Singles Inferno Season 3 the most addictive yet.
미치겠다.
마지막까지 장난친다고 형님?
네.
형님 그러면 안 되잖아요.
Number 8. Minnesota's Turn to Shine. Docuseries like Cheer put collegiate cheerleading in the spotlight, but dance teams rarely get the same attention. Until the University of Minnesota quite literally turned everyone's heads. The ensemble took the stage and the internet by storm at the Universal Dance Association College Nationals with a performance set to the Aerosmith classic Dream On. Their sharp choreography was impressive, but it was the turns performed in perfect unison that really blew people away.
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on.
The awe-inspiring sight sparked a TikTok craze with dancers and non-dancers alike trying to give the sequence a whirl. Now Minnesota can proudly say they've put the internet in a spin, and that's surely the real prize.
I can't explain it right now. We have put in so much work and there's nothing more we could have done today. It just the best feeling ever.
Okay, their first place in Palms probably felt good too. Number 7. Royal Retirement. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away in 2022, her son Charles ascended the throne in the traditional model of power transfer. But over in Denmark, Queen Margrethe II reminded us recently that it's not the only way.
Jeg har besluttet, at det nu, der det rigtige tidspunkt. Den 14. januar 2024, 52 år efter at jeg efterfulgte min elskede far, vil jeg træde tilbage som Danmarks dronning.
Having ascended the throne in 1972, Margrethe was the longest reigning queen in her nation's history, with the second longest reign overall. The beginning of 2023 marked her golden jubilee. However, she admitted in December that the job had taken a toll on her health, affecting her ability to carry out her duties.
I februar i år gennemgik jeg en omfattende rygoperation. Den forløb godt takket være det dygtige sundhedspersonale, der tog sig af mig. Operationen gav naturligvis også anledning til at gøre sig tanker om fremtiden.
On January 14th, after 52 years on the throne, she formally abdicated in favor of her son Frederik. What does a queen do in retirement? We're sure Macred is looking forward to finding out.
Queen Margrethe, who's 83, has now left Christiansborg Castle and is the first Danish monarch to voluntarily renounce the throne in more than 800 years.
Number 6. Blackpink tells YG it's time to kill this love. In unfortunate news for Blinks the world over, it looks like Blackpink might not be in anyone's area for a while. Despite years of baffling management choices, the mega music act's representation YG Entertainment announced in December 2023 that the quartet had renewed their contracts. However, it was quietly revealed just before New Year that while the members remained with the company for group activities, they had cut ties individually. Jennie has announced the launch of her own company, Odd Atelier, and Jisoo has signed under her brother's management, while Lisa has been pursuing opportunities abroad. No word on Rosé's next step, but the talented musician surely has something in mind. Blackpink haven't disbanded, but it does seem like they'll all be doing their own thing for the foreseeable future. Number 5. Vacation planning from HBO. Need a holiday post-holidays?
I'm in desperate need of a massage. Is that possible? Is there anything available?
Though it will likely be 2025 before we all make it back to the luxurious, if slightly cursed, White Lotus resort chain, HBO has announced some of the faces we can expect to see when we do. The Gilded Age's Carrie Coon will bring her expertise in high society to this party, along with Jason Isaacs and Parker Posey, both of whom have proven track records with playing terrible rich people.
What's the use in being a disgrace to the name of wizard if they don't even pay you well for it?
They'll be joined by a slew of notable actors, including Michelle Monaghan, Walter Goggins, Patrick Schwarzenegger, and Amy Lou Wood. This outing will also feature the return of Season 1's Natasha Rothwell, hopefully to get some much-deserved justice for Belinda.
You're so talented, and I so want to do this for you, but I'm realizing I'm getting back into this pattern again.
Number 4. The Traitors return. The Traitors.
Welcome to an all-new season of strategy, betrayal, sabotage, and murder.
How this 2023 debut flew so under the radar is a mystery. Almost as big a mystery as the game at its heart. Set in a real Scottish castle and hosted by Scottish national treasure Alan Gumming, The Traitors features a group of 20 celebrities trying to find and eliminate the titular traitors in their midst, while surviving themselves to claim a cash prize.
Who will win $250,000?
I was born ready.
And who will win a plot in my graveyard?
It's like the party game Mafia, but on a much grander scale. Season 2 premiered January 12th, promising new twists, turns, and challenges. And we're pumped to dust off our Sherlock Holmes deerstalker and go along for the wild ride.
Hold on to your kilts, deities. The games are just beginning.
Number 3. Roll out the ghost light and drop the flag to half-mast. We can't look forward to new seasons of anything without acknowledging the shows that have been taken from us too soon. Among some of the more disappointing cancellations we've gotten in 2024 is the joyful ode to musical theater that was Apple TV Plus's Schmigadoon.
But strife and tribulation, strife and tribulation, grief and consternation, grief and consternation.
The comedic fantasy about a hidden musical town was praised by critics and loved by fans, serving 2 seasons of clever, catchy escapism. But despite 25 songs having already been written for Season 3, the streamer unceremoniously dropped the curtain on any future reprises.
All the more reason for my cleaver to dispense justice. I shall call this my Justice Cleaver.
That's a good name.
Over at Max, it was stormy waters for Our Flag Means Death. Strong performances and a vast crew of devoted fans still couldn't get this beloved pirate comedy a lifeboat. Talk about your buried treasure.
We could have made magic. Unbelievable.
Number 2. The Annie nominations.
You want to know who the kid is?
Oh, I like where this is going.
You want to show him?
I'd love to.
Let's break stuff.
2023 was a great year for animation fans. We got engaging stories wrapped in boundary-busting artistry featuring lovable mutants and anarchic shapeshifters, and a whole multiverse of spider people.
Welcome to Spider Society.
We got a moving addition to one master's legacy and a stunning building block of a legacy in the making. Meanwhile, on the small screen, Netflix delivered a near-perfect season of television with their original Blue Eye Samurai.
An artist gives all they have to the art, the whole. Your strengths and deficiencies, your loves and shames.
When the Annie nominations came out on January 11th, all these great works got their nod, but one name was conspicuously absent: Disney. For the first time in 32 years, the studio found itself locked out of the Best Feature Film race. Though the studio had 2 major animated releases this year, both had their issues, and against such a stacked field of competition, ultimately neither Wish nor Elemental could hold their own. Is this the end of the mouse's supremacy? One thing's for sure, Disney has to step it up if they're going to keep up in the future.
So I make this wish to have something more for us than this.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. SAG-AFTRA versus the voice actors.
AI and digital is so prevalent in the industry, it has disemboweled the industry that we once knew.
During 2023's months-long SAG-AFTRA strike, one of the most pressing issues for actors of all mediums was to establish very firm boundaries on the future use of AI in entertainment. Then, the union's voice actor members were left reeling in January when it was suddenly announced that SAG-AFTRA had struck a deal with AI voice technology startup Replica Studios.
While the union leaders hail it as a pioneering step ensuring consent and compensation, the sentiment on the ground is a mix of skepticism and concern.
The agreement, which is currently limited to video games, would allow the company to license and digitally recreate an actor's voice with the informed consent of the performer, a deal that SAG leadership insists was brokered with enthusiastic backing from voice actor representatives. Except it seems like no one in that community knows what they're talking about. Voice actors have taken to social media, enraged by the threat this deal poses to their livelihood, and the fact that it seems to have been made behind their backs. Whatever went down, SAG's action definitely came off as shady, and it's no wonder these actors feel they've been betrayed.
Reactions range from floating the idea of legal action against the union to the sad reflection that it feels like the union, built to protect the workers, had actually turned against them.
So how was your January? Anything catch your eye that no one's talking about? Let us know in the comments.
You're here. You've certainly got my attention. So go ahead.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.